You ever finish your day and just feel done? Like, not just tired, but mentally, emotionally, and physically drained. As if someone unplugged your brain and forgot to charge it overnight. You get home and all you can do is collapse. Maybe you scroll your phone for hours. Maybe you sit in silence, staring at the wall like a character in a sad movie. Maybe you tell yourself you'll do something productive. But before you know it, boom, it's bedtime, and you've got nothing left for yourself. It's frustrating, right? No matter how much rest you get, you still feel exhausted. It's like you're running on low battery mode, but even sleep doesn't fully recharge you. I used to feel like that every single day, but I finally figured out why. And more importantly, I found 7 simple changes that made me feel human again. If you're sick of feeling drained all the time, listen up, because these might just change your life. 1. I created a fake commute. Commuting used to be the worst part of my day. But then, when it was gone, I realized it actually served a purpose. That trip home, it helped me switch modes. Work brain off, home brain on. But now, work ends, and suddenly, boom, I'm on the couch, scrolling, still stuck in work mode. No reset, no transition. So I started faking a commute, a short walk before and after work, just 10 minutes. No phone, no distractions, just fresh air and my thoughts. At first, I felt ridiculous. And yes, my neighbors probably think I live a double life. Steve, why does Joe leave the house twice a day? What is he up to? But you know what? It works. That simple walk tells my brain, work is over. Time to be a human again. Try it. It's weirdly powerful. 2. I stopped treating my couch like a black hole. The couch is dangerous, not in an actual way, but in the I'll just sit for a second kind of way. Because that second turns into 4 hours. And suddenly the sun has set, you're still in your work clothes, and you've accidentally memorized the entire YouTube algorithm for raccoon heist videos. I used to come home exhausted thinking, I'll rest for a bit, then do something productive. But the second I hit that couch, it was over. I became one with the furniture. Hours disappeared, and before I knew it, it was bedtime. So I made a rule. Before I touch the couch, I have to do one thing that makes me feel like a real person again. It doesn't have to be big, just something intentional. Stretch for 5 minutes, play a song and move around even if I look ridiculous. Cook something that didn't come from a microwave. The point is to break the autopilot mode. Instead of collapsing into nothingness, I do something that reminds me I'm alive, that I have control over my evening. And here's the wild part. Once I do that one thing, I actually enjoy my rest more. Instead of feeling drained and guilty, I feel recharged. It sounds simple, but it completely changed how my evenings feel. 3. I made an after work me playlist. Music is magic. It can change your mood in seconds. One song can turn stress into calm, exhaustion into energy, or an ordinary moment into something that actually feels good. So I made an after work me playlist, a soundtrack for the part of the day that actually belongs to me. It starts with chill songs, because going straight from work mode to high energy mode feels like trying to sprint after waking up from a nap. Then, it slowly builds up to songs that make me want to move. And yes, I dance. Even if I look like an injured flamingo, I still do it. Because movement, rhythm, and just letting go for a moment, it actually helps. It breaks up the monotony. It reminds me that my day isn't just work and exhaustion. There's something in it that feels fun. Find your after work soundtrack. Play it every evening. Let it pull you out of autopilot mode and remind you that your time is yours. It works. 4. I stopped giving work my best energy. For the longest time, work got the best version of me. My sharpest thinking, my patience, my problem-solving skills, my ability to pretend I cared deeply about a spreadsheet. By the time I got home, I was running on fumes. I had nothing left for myself, no energy for things I actually enjoyed. Then one day I asked myself, why am I giving my best energy to something that would replace me in 2 weeks if I quit? That thought hit me hard, so I made a shift. I still do my job well, but I don't let it consume me. I stopped overthinking emails, stopped stressing over things I can't control, stopped feeling like every little mistake was the end of the world. And guess what? The world kept spinning. My boss didn't fire me. My coworkers didn't even notice. But I noticed. Because suddenly, I had energy left for me. For things that actually make my life feel like my life. Not just something I squeeze in between workdays. 5. I learned to say no without feeling like a villain. A lot of exhaustion doesn't come from work itself. It comes from saying yes to everything. Plans we don't actually have energy for. Favors we feel obligated to do. Extra work that isn't even our responsibility. We say yes, then immediately regret it. But we still go through with it because saying no feels rude, selfish, like we're disappointing people. So I started saying no, nicely. Instead of, sorry, I can't, I say, that sounds great, but I'm keeping this evening for myself. Let's plan something soon. No guilt, no over-explaining, just polite boundaries. And here's the wild part. People don't even get mad. They just say, cool, let me know when you're free. And just like that, I got my time back, my energy back, my ability to breathe at the end of the day. Saying no doesn't make you a villain. It makes you a person who values their own well-being. And that's more than okay. 6. I gave my brain a break without doom scrolling. I used to think lying on the couch scrolling my phone was rest. I wasn't doing anything, so it had to be relaxing, right? But somehow, after an hour of scrolling, I didn't feel rested. I felt more tired. That's because doom scrolling isn't rest. It's just swapping one kind of brain overload for another. Work emails get replaced with news, notifications, and a never-ending stream of random information I didn't ask for. So I started replacing it with actual rest. 5 minutes of journaling, a few pages of a book, sitting in silence with some good music, even just lying on the floor, staring at the ceiling. And yeah, I never thought I'd be the kind of person to just sit there doing nothing. But now, it's one of my favorite parts of the day. Because for once, my brain isn't running a marathon. It's actually resting. And that makes all the difference. 7. I found something to look forward to. For the longest time, my evenings felt like a dead zone between work and sleep. Just this empty space where I was waiting for the next day to start. I'd finish work, eat something, scroll my phone, maybe watch a show, and before I knew it, the day was gone. Nothing in it felt exciting. Nothing felt mine. So I changed that. I started giving myself something, anything, to look forward to every evening. It didn't have to be big, just something that made my day feel a little less robotic. A hobby, even if I'm terrible at it. A new recipe, even if it turns out questionable. A funny show, because laughter actually recharges you. Even just a really good snack, because food happiness is real. And here's the thing. When you have something, no matter how small, that makes you genuinely excited, your whole evening feels different. It's no longer just a countdown to bedtime. It actually feels like living. If you're always exhausted after work, it's not just because you're busy. It's because you're not recharging the right way. For the longest time, I thought exhaustion was just part of being an adult. That feeling drained after work was normal. That all I could do was push through it until the weekend, where I'd rest just enough to survive another week. But that's not living. That's enduring. The truth is, rest isn't just about doing nothing. It's about doing the right things that actually help you recover. Lying on the couch and scrolling your phone for hours isn't rest. It's just numbing yourself. It doesn't give you energy. It just burns time until you have to do it all over again. Your time after work belongs to you. It's not just the leftovers of your day. It's the part that actually matters. The part where you get to be you. Not just an employee, a worker, or someone checking things off a to-do list. So don't wait for the weekend to start feeling alive again. Try one of these. Just one. See how it feels. Because you don't just deserve to rest. You deserve to actually enjoy your life.